Well, hunting season is upon us in the Buckeye State, and joining me today to refresh us on some rules and regulations, some things that might have changed, she is the Wildlife Communications Specialist with the Ohio Division of Wildlife, Sarah Schott. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you.
All right, so I know we mainly think of hunting season and deer, but there's a lot of things that people can hunt.
Yeah, there's a lot of different animals. Deer is the most popular one, the longest season that we have. But other animals that can be hunted right now are things like squirrel and doves here coming up in October. And over the next few months afterwards, we'll have a variety of waterfowl, so ducks and geese can be hunted. It's important to pay close attention to those dates because they come in and out of seasons. The seasons open and close quite frequently. Rabbits and pheasants are other things that we can look forward to. And then we do have a small fall turkey season as well.
Okay, all right. Is fall the big season for hunting, I take it?
Yeah, that is kind of the gung-ho when, and into winter too, when a lot of people are out there in the fields. Every fall and winter, we have around 500,000 people go out and pursue some sort of hunting. A majority of them are deer hunting, but there are some folks that don't deer hunt and hunt other species.
Okay, so is it mainly gun and like bow season, or does that change too? You know what I mean?
Changes. There's lots of little rules, which is why it's important to pick up a copy of the hunting regs and get a little refresher every year. So right now, deer archery season is open. It opened across the state this past Saturday, and that will be open until February 1st. Okay. Now, in between that time, there's some other seasons too. So there is, not this weekend, but next weekend, we have an early gun season, which is specific to kind of close to this area. So Hardin, Marion, Wyandotte County, and then parts of Allen County, Hancock County, and Delaware County as well. Okay. That is a special area. And then we have a statewide gun season that will be the first week in December. And then we have a muzzleloader season that is in January.
All right. Now you said like some of these counties are a special area. How do you know where you can hunt and where you can't?
Yeah, so that's a great time to give us a call. So if you are confused and can't figure it out, you can call us. You can call your county game warden too and ask some questions. It's always better to ask those questions before going out. So in the regulations and online, we have information detailing if there's county-specific information. Each county has a bag limit for deer, so you can't exceed that county bag limit. So it's important to look at that county information.
All right. And I think, is it true that like you have to have permission to be on some parts of the land in the Buckeye State?
Yes, correct. So state wildlife areas owned by the Division of Wildlife, most of them are open to hunting. It's important just to make sure, there's not any special regulations. They'll be posted there at the parking lots. But then if you're hunting on private property, you do have to have written permission. So it's very important to get that written out so you're all clear and eyes on the law.
Exactly, yeah. All right, so what kind of permits do you need? I mean, do you need a license? What's up with that?
Sure, so it varies species to species. Focusing on deer, so you have to have a hunting license. A hunting license will allow you to hunt any legal species that is in season, within those legal parameters. If you want to hunt deer, you have to have a deer permit for every deer that you harvest. So if you harvest one deer and you're going out hunting for one deer, you have to have a deer permit. It can either be an either sex permit, so you can harvest a buck or a doe. That one is $31.20. Got to add the little 20 cents in there. And then if you want to harvest an antlerless deer, you can buy a $15 permit for that instead. And then you can buy, you can harvest up to 6 deer in a year. So you could buy, 6 permits. You just have to have one for each deer.
Okay, so do you buy them before or after you go out?
Before.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering because you don't know. What if you don't get one?
Yes.
But, okay.
So typically people buy one at a time.
Okay.
They fill that tag, then they'll buy another and keep going.
All right.
But you do have to buy that before.
All right, okay. You mentioned racks and stuff like this. Is an example, obviously, a male deer?
Yes, this is a male, what we would call a buck. For those deer hunters out there, this is a very sizable one. This is very impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, unfortunately, this buck was poached. So that is what happens, if there's people not following the rules out there. We will, take the antlers as evidence, and then we'll use them for educational tools to show people, why we follow the law, different things to learn about them. But it is very important to kind of follow those laws. And if you suspect suspicious wildlife activity, you can always call 1-800-POACHER, and then our wildlife officers will look into it.
I know there's like more details and some new regulations. So is the best thing to do like get that book that you have, go online? I mean, is that what's best?
Yes, best thing to do is to get that book, read those sections of those animals that you're going to pursue. Call us if you have any questions, and you can also visit our website.
Okay, all right, very good. Well, thanks for coming today. Lots of interesting things. So don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.